So today, I want to talk about how you can get a full ride scholarship as an international student. Or in other words, how you can study in America for free. So hi there, I'm William and I'm originally from South Africa. I actually came to America in 2013 as an international student, and I started out at a community college. So I went to the community college for about 3 years before transferring to a 4-year university. And when I transferred to this 4-year university, I actually got a full ride scholarship. So now, today, I want to teach you how you can do the same without the need of firstly going to community college, because I only learned about this during my 3-year stay at community college. So this is going to save you a lot of time and effort as you start preparing and figuring out how you can finance your studies in America. So you're going to be looking for schools that offer full need financial aid. So that means that a school is committed to covering 100% of your demonstrated financial need. Now, in basic terms, what that means is if you have no money to study, the school will give you all the money that you need in order to study at that institution. So what that means is that if you only have $10 that you can contribute to your education, then that school is going to contribute the rest of the money so that you can study in that school. And this means that they're going to cover your tuition, your school and board, your eating, your equipment, everything. If you get into any of these schools that offer full need-based financial aid, then you can study at those schools essentially for free. Now, there's actually two categories for these schools. One is called need blind and the other one is called need aware. So let's actually take a look at need blind first. So right now, there's actually 9 need blind schools. So these need blind schools are actually schools that will not look at your finances when it comes to determining whether to admit you to the school or not. So think of it this way. They will be putting on a blindfold when it comes to money, and they'll only look at your grades, test scores, activities, and other achievements. They'll decide if they want you first. And then once they've decided that they want you, they'll figure out how much aid to give you or how much money to give you in order for you to come to their school. So these need blind schools are going to look at you as a student first and see whether they want to admit you or not. Then only once they admit you, then they are going to determine the finances that they'll give to you. So let's actually go and take a look at some of these schools and what they say. So one of these schools is actually MIT. Now, MIT actually says on their website that they're one of the 9 colleges in the US that is need blind and full need. So what that means is that they will not consider your ability to pay for college in the admissions process. And then it also means that they are committed to meeting 100% of your demonstrated financial need. So that means if you only have $2 in your bank account, that doesn't matter. If they admit you, they'll give you all the money that's needed for you to attend their institution. So the other school is Harvard, and what they say is that their aid is entirely need-based, and the eligibility is determined in the same manner for all students, regardless of their nationality of citizenship. So even if you're an international student, they will give you the money that is required to attend their institution. Another thing that they say is that they will meet your demonstrated financial need for all 4 years. So once they determine that you need X amount, they will give you that money for 4 years. Now, the cool thing about all of this is that there are 9 schools like this, and I've put a list of them below. So definitely take a look at that link. So this is one category of the schools, and these schools are need blind. But one thing you will notice about these schools is that they're very competitive to get into. And part of the reason is because many people know that if they get into these schools, then they will be able to attend because the finance part of their education will be settled. So there's another category of schools, and these are called need aware schools. Now, these need aware schools are very similar to the need blind schools. So these are schools that will meet 100% of your demonstrated need. However, they will take that into consideration during the admissions process. So what that means is as they're looking at your grades and as they're looking at you as a student, they also consider how much you can pay for your education. So what that means is if they have 2 students who are exactly the same, one student who can pay $10,000 while the other student who can only pay $5, then they often will actually admit the student who can pay $10,000. So they are going to be considering how much money you can contribute to your education during the admissions process. So if you do get into these need-aware schools, if you are accepted to them, then most likely they will meet your financial demonstrated need. But the big thing is you have to get accepted to them, which is often very difficult as they are going to be looking at your finances. So I've actually put a link down below with a list of schools that are need-aware. Now these are definitely schools that you should take a look at as you're trying to determine how you're going to pay for your studies in America. So to recap, if you want to come and study in America, then you should be looking at schools that offer full need financial aid. So these schools are going to be broken down into two categories. Ones that are need blind, and basically those are schools that are just going to look at your academics alone. They don't care about your finances at all. If you get into the schools, they'll make sure that you can attend financially. And then there's the other category of schools which are need aware. These schools will consider your finances when it comes to whether to admit you or not. So as an international student, you should be looking to get into these schools as they will provide you with the best opportunity to get funding. If you like this video, definitely like and subscribe as it tells me that this is the type of content that you like, and it'll allow me to make more of this content. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you in the next video.